exactly what Rich Dad Poor Dad did not tell you. Now, I've read a lot of these business books. I'm going to be exposing some of the misconceptions that he actually presented in his book, as well as how to actually build a profitable online business. Now, I've read the books. I have the summaries in here. I don't know if you guys want me to put them in the link in the description. Read over 50, 60 books throughout the past year, year and a half. I got summaries on all of them. If you guys want these, just let me know. But I just want to show you guys proof that I have read the books. Second thing is we have scaled the offers. You guys can look at our past videos. We actually added $15,000 to our offer in the first 3 to 4 weeks using this proven system. Now I'm going to be talking to you guys about what Rich Dad Poor Dad basically didn't tell you. Now, throughout the entire book, he talks about passive income, talks about how you can obviously have to leverage your skill sets in order to make money and stop exchanging your time for your precious money, blah, blah, blah. But here's what he didn't tell you. There's a lot of common misconceptions that he didn't tell you when building a business. Now, he's going to cover the fluff. He's going to cover what you want to hear. He's going to cover everything to make you feel different. It's part of the marketing. He wants to make you feel like you're in the 1%. You're somebody who can actually, break away from the pack, quote unquote, and actually build a life of your own. Now, he doesn't really talk too much about how he did it necessarily, or exactly the specifics of how he did it, but he mainly talks about the core concepts of what happened. So in today's marketplace, this is very applicable because if you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to run an agency, there's a lot of mistakes that B2B and agency owners make that I made for the first year, year and a half, I would say. And this is like a fact that will destroy your business if you do not follow it to a T. And the fact is not packaging your service as a full solution. Now, I'm in the mistake of simply trying to sell funnels from the beginning because I learned funnels a little bit. I learned a little bit of paid ads. And so I kind of was like, hey, look, I'm going to run funnels for businesses. So I made the huge mistake of presenting the offer of running funnels to get clients. Now, I would approach business owners. I would say, hey, I'm going to build you out a funnel and I'm going to make you money. That's not what they want to hear. So you have to package your solution and your system as a service, as a complete and full solution service. I actually misspelled service. Oops. You have to do this in a way that actually packages up everything together. Now, if you're going to sell client acquisition in today's marketplace, you can't just sell paid ads. Gone are the days of 2017, 2018, where a typical marketing agency can just approach a business and say, hey, look, we're going to sell you our marketing strategies. We're just going to run paid ads for you. Those days are gone. You have to provide the full solution. So everything from lead acquisition, so the paid ads, to the lead nurture, which are the systems, and then to the sales, which are the automated sequences and the setters and the closers, et cetera, et cetera. So in order to charge high ticket, especially high ticket retainers, whether it's 10 or 15 grand a month. I've seen people do this where you have $20,000 setup fees and you're paying them, or they're paying you 10 grand a month. You have to solve the full solution because these business owners, they're handing you the sum of money because yes, they have it, but they also have a larger pain that I don't have time for. And so they're leveraging concepts of Rich Dad Poor Dad. They're obviously exchanging their money for time because they're in a more elevated position than you are because they have more capital to invest into an agency or to a business or whatever it is that you do. They have more capital to simply invest in themselves so they can actually take the time barrier off their back. So you want to approach them in the worst pain point possible. You want to say, hey, look, you're already making a crap ton of money, right? But you are an entrepreneur who is just in the dirt, in the grind every single day. You have the money to leverage an agency. You have the money to leverage a B2B business. You have the money to actually do what you need to do as far as getting the weight off your shoulders, but you just don't know exactly where to go. Everybody's pitching the same thing. And so that's why I've tweaked my agency called CMRR, Create Monthly Recurring Revenue, into this full solution as a service. So we work with business owners that are already doing 5, 10, 15 grand a month because they have the capital saved up and they're already at that solid amount of multi-6-figure run rate, but they still are in the trenches every single day. Do not mistake this. A lot of these guys who are multi-6-figure business owners are still doing this stuff every single day. And so if you can approach them, as Robert says, you can give them a full solution service. You can approach them and say, hey, look, we're not only going to handle your paid ads, so your lead acquisition. We're not only going to handle your systems and your lead nurture. We're going to handle everything as far as getting the leads, nurturing the leads, and then selling the leads on automation, sequences, workflows. So to make things super simple for you, all that you have to do is either get really good at running paid ads or know somebody that is really good at running paid ads. Then you hire them. And then as far as systems go, You either get really good at building funnels and VSLs, landing pages, and sequences and stuff like that, or you know somebody that is really good at funnels, really good at increasing opt-in rates, really good at building dope ass landing pages for the trust building and the organic content side of things. And then as far as the sales go, because it's literally just marketing, nurture, sales. Sales go, you either know somebody who's really good at sales. So for instance, you hire out closers, you have appointment setters for them, things like that, where you just put into their business, or you get really good at automations, sequences, things like that. When clients join CMRR, they don't just get access to a course. Like this is not some course. This is a step-by-step program mainly done for you with systems, implementations, automation, sequences, setters, closers put into your business. So therefore we can guarantee you these 10 clients, 10 hot ticket clients to your offer in the next 60 days. So if you go to the first link down below, CMRR, you can literally just, it says obviously if you're above 5K a month, but that's just minimum. Now we've had guys approach us where they have had top line $35,000 to spend a month on an agency. So I'm asking them for ballpark. What's the ballpark? They say $35,000 to actually invest. And I was like, cool, that's amazing. So this type of funnel, this type of offer that I'm running specifically attracts a much richer demographic, because we're saying our done for you recurring framework funnel will add you 10 high ticket clients in the next 60 days. And so if you simply just do the math, if your ticket price for your high ticket offer, whatever it is that you do, if your ticket price is $6,000, let's just say on the low end, and then we're giving you those 10 clients in 60 days, that's 60 grand in top line revenue. And so it's like the setup fee, the initial setup investment, I should say, for our agency is minuscule compared to the amount of top line revenue that we're going to generate your business with the system. And guess what? As soon as this thing is built out, all we do is tweak and then have a continuous modification process to where it's already set up, it's already proven, and then you just continuously modify it as it goes. Just like anything else that you build it once, and then you obviously have to tweak and modify it because things come up, things happen, market shifts, etc., etc. So the biggest thing here is what he didn't tell you is that you actually have to learn way more skills than you think. And he says you got to learn a high income skill, you got to learn a high income skill, got to learn a high income skill. How do you learn a high income skill? Well, you either can just put down the book and then start taking the action to the direction, or you can get really good at networking and know people that know the skill a lot better than you have and have been in the game for decades. I like a mix of both. I like to have the competence of a business owner who knows what they're talking about as far as building funnels and systems and stuff like that goes. But I don't know the intricacies of every single paid ad because I haven't been in the meta Facebook game for the past 10 years. So in that case, in my agency, I like to have somebody look over the ads who has been doing this stuff for half a decade, however long it is. Because I know for a fact I can either exchange my time to learn the skill, which will take me even more months, practically even years, or I can simply just point the finger to somebody and say, hey, look, can you please look over this? I'll give you a commission or I'll pay you or something like that. So with that being said, this is why it is so important to package your system as a full solution service, because what everybody in the marketplace is doing right now is they're just selling paid ads. They're just selling short form, content. They're just selling one system, and they're facing a lot of resistance in the sales calls, facing a lot of resistance in whatever it is they're doing. And so if you can simply target, like me, I'm targeting somebody who is predominantly in the richer demographic of business owners, somebody who is either doing brick and mortar, somebody who is in the online space, somebody who simply has the capital to invest in their business to build out this system. So the second you hire us, we immediately get straight to it. Ad creatives, scripting, done with you, done for you, and then we run them, manage them, all done for you, okay? I've also the offer, the trust building. Like I said before, it's everything from the lead nurture. I have copywriters on board who script out daily newsletters for you. If you have an email list, you export your CSV files. We take a hold of that. We do this thing called the Phantom 5 to where in the first week of working together, we'll have a solid amount of prospects who never actually converted in your funnel. We hit them up in the first week, say, hey, look, we have a one-time offer to get access to XYZ. Is this something that interests you? And typically these prospects are the lowest hanging fruit. Then we sign them. It gives our clients a little bit of a quick win, if you will. With that being said, as soon as the lead acquisition is started, paid ads are running, that one part of the system is now functioning. The second part of the system now is the low-hanging fruit, the systems, the lead nurture, newsletters, emails, etc., campaigns, stuff like that, and the sales processes. So going through the funnels, landing pages, whatever it is, we reconstruct literally everything. Then you want to hammer them down. I talked about it in the past four, I think it was the last four videos, or one of the last four videos. I spoke about how there's typically a 24, 48, or 72 hour window when your prospects book in a call to when you actually meet them face to face on Zoom or over the phone, whatever it is, as far as traditional sales goes. And so in that window, I like to hammer my prospects 12 to 14 times with emails. And you will not believe how much this moves the needle and closes the prospect themselves. Like the prospect literally closes themselves, because I answered the 18 common misconceptions about CMRR, the 10 most commonly questions asked about the product or service. How quickly will you see results with us? What does the sort of pricing structure look like? How exactly do we operate? Who am I? What is my background? How did I get into this space? And so over the course of those 14, 24, 48 hours, whatever it is, we're just hammering the prospects with emails, because it is so important that they get to know you just exponentially fast, especially with the richer demographic. Like these people don't want to waste time. Like if I was selling to Robert Kiyosaki and he booked on a call 48 hours in the future, he's actively doing his research on the solution that I provide. And he's actually doing research because obviously he takes action quick. He's an action taker. He's actively looking at the solution to his problem. And I might not even be a part of it. He may have just booked in a call. And so it's only in my best interest to do my own due diligence to actually prove to him that, hey, look, I'm legit. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Here are some common misconceptions. Here are some commonly asked questions. And here are some limiting beliefs that I want to crush for you. Get to know me a little bit better here. This is exactly how we do it. When was this established? What exactly do you do? How quickly can you see results? What do the pricing structures kind of look like? What are there some of the done for you and done with you aspects? How did this all start? And so I'm answering these questions along the period of 14, 24, 48 hours, whatever it is. And so now Robert, who was at a temperature of probably 1 out of 10 when he first booked in on a call, not really interested. Maybe he was a little bit enticed. Let's say he was a 1 out of 10. He was completely like, let's just book in on a call out on a limb. 48 hours after, he just got hit with 13 emails from me, plus my daily newsletter, which is 2 more emails. So 15 emails, whatever it is. It's got to be at least 15 to 20. And so now he knows what CMRR is, who I am as a person, what our mission is, how quickly we can get him results, what our pricing structure looks like, what are our values, and what exactly needs to be done for him to see results quickly, and why are we different. So now you can see that our done for you recurring framework as a system, as a service, this is how you have to package your offer. Now, this is my offer, of course. So I've already gone over this in past videos. You guys have already seen this before. Go to the last video. I'm going to have it actually linked on the screen here in a little bit when the video gets close to ending. But I'm going to have this video up, and I'm going to want you guys to go take a look at it, because this is a more in-depth explanation of not CMRR, but how to package it more in depth. This was kind of a top of funnel video to show you guys that he tells you what to do, but he doesn't tell you what to do. So a lot of these guys will say, high income skill, don't exchange your time for money, build leverage, but you have to read in between lines. What does this mean in today's marketplace? How is this applicable using AI? How is this applicable using funnels, systems, services? How is this applicable in my niche? And then from there you go, well, how can I attract a richer demographic? How can I attract somebody who's willing to pay me $5, $10, $15, $20, $25,000 up front? Are there people even out there that can do that? Yes, I promise you there are. So that's what he essentially didn't tell you. And I hope I cleared up some common misconceptions for you guys. Like I said, if you are actually looking to add 10 high ticket clients to your offer in the next 60 days guaranteed, we will install a recurring framework funnel right here into your business. I'm not going to lie, it's not cheap, but we get you results for a fact. So with that being said, you got to be above $5,000, $10,000 a month, something like that. I'm really only wanting to talk to people that actually want to add these clients, have a predictable system, and not have to worry about acquisition and anything like that ever again. We pretty much do everything for you. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys got some value. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.